This is ancient China. Only men were allowed to be doctors. So if you were the unfortunate doctor who was assigned to the rear palace, then you'd have to chop off your balls. Yeah. That's. But it's a nice anime. I promise you. Guys, welcome back.
Welcome back indeed.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's that time again. It's that time of the week. We're back in front of our screen.
It's still here.
Still here. So we're doing well. Doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back for another one. It's good to see you, my friend.
Wait.
No. Yeah.
Ayana.
The time is up or whatever. Anyway. You know, before we get into it, I want to talk about some of the songs. You know, for my weebs out there, my otakus, y'all will know. Some of you will know. But there's an anime out. It's nice. It's chill. It's just pure vibes. You know, nothing too flashy. No fights. Nothing.
No
Just
overpowered MC.
Nah, just vibes. Just vibes. It's chill. Bruh, it's such a nice break from your typical shonen anime where you see your flashy anime saying pew, pew, pew. It's a nice breather anime, you know. It's 2 seasons in. Let me try not to butcher the word here. The Apothecary Diaries.
Okay.
That's an anime right there. So basically, it's set in ancient China, and for those who know me, they know how I feel about Chinese people. Love, pure love. Anyway, it's set in ancient China, right? And this what do you call it? Like the I won't say, well, palace essentially, and it's like it has a huge yard, basically the size of
what is it called? A shrine or something?
no, not a shrine, bro. Like,
What? Temple?
fam, you're overthinking. There's a
So
temple. There's a temple in the yard,
Yeah.
but there's a yard, you know, and in the yard they have sections for where the empire lives and the emperor, not the emperor lives, and there's your high upper class people, your noblemen, and then there's the place called the rear palace. The rear
Yeah.
palace. That's where your servant girls live and where they work, and also where the emperor's concubines. Using big English now, yeah? Concubines live. And basically, a concubine, what that is it's your wife, but it's not your wife.
Whose wife is it?
Oh no, the emperor. The emperor. It's that's what a concubine means. It's your wife, but it ain't your wife.
It's the empress.
No. Like if you're the emperor,
If I'm the emperor. Yeah.
that's your wife, but it ain't your wife. As in, you can teabag the lady, but you can teabag her,
Yeah.
but that's all she's for. Procreation.
So, yeah.
To give birth to the emperor's children, and only one of them is allowed to be empress, and that's usually the emperor's favorite. That only one of them is elevated to the stature of empress. Yeah,
So, what title does the wife get?
empress.
So she's so.
No, the emperor doesn't have a wife. He has concubines, 4 of them.
Yeah.
Their purpose solely so that the emperor can teabag him, get some clot some ass cheeks basically, and get a kid. It's a bit of a. It's not the proper description, I admit, but I'm giving you the gist of it. Yeah, that's what they're there for. A concubine. Alright. So our main protagonist is a little girl. I say little girl, but she's like 17, and it's your usual anime protagonist. You know, she's short, Anyway, she's short, and she's smart, very smart, and she works. Not she works. She's into poisons. That's what an apothecary is. Somebody who works with poisons.
Okay.
Right, right. I'm gonna give you like the first episode. Just, uh, I recommend you watch it. It's so chill. Anyway, she works. No, she not. She doesn't work. She lives with a adopted father who who was an apothecary slash doctor himself, and taught her everything she knows, but not everything he knows, because no master sensei in that. But basically, she she has ties to this house called the Verdigris house. She's not in the palace yet. She's not in the palace yet. She's still outside. So
Okay.
she's with the commoners, the filth, basically. But even among that, she lives in a place called the Pleasure District. Now, if you know what that means, yeah, that's where she lived.
The red district.
Yeah, and the main place in the Pleasure District is called the Verdigris house, and she has connections with the people who work there. Right, she has ties. She doesn't work there herself. She doesn't partake in the because what they have there. My God, this is the fanciest term I've heard for a hoe. It's the fancy. They call them courtesans.
Hey.
Matala, Matala, a courtesan. My boy, my boy. So they be just straight up pimping, basically. And it's what do we call it? What do we call it? A brothel. It's a
yeah.
brothel. Yeah, it's a brothel. That's what the Verdigris house is. It's a brothel.
Those fancy names in it.
Yeah, with fancy names. It's a brothel with fancy names. Yeah, and yeah, but that's not important. The important part is she was running an errand, went to that house, dropped some things off. On her way back home, she saw some nice plants and was fascinated because I guess the plants were poisonous, and she geeks out for that type of shit. So while she's doing that, she gets kidnapped and sold into not slavery, but basically slavery for the palace, where she works there now. She now works in the palace, but she gets paid so she can send money back home. So it's not complete slavery, but I mean, come on. But in that rear palace, right, most of the workers are female, right? Most of the workers are female, and since the concubines live, the emperor's concubines, they stay in the rear palace as well. Uh, the men who are stationed to work there are called eunuchs. And what a eunuch is, them men in China were cruel, man. Oh, them boys in China were cruel. Oh, I feel so. Basically, they chop off your manhood. It's gone. Snip, snip.
For no reason.
Oh, so that you don't procreate in the rear palace. So they cut off your tool, cut off your sack, and yeah, you if you can see the look at Ethan's face right now, Ethan is disturbed. Yeah, basically, if you are assigned to work at the rear palace,
Yeah.
you gotta chop off your balls because we don't want the emperor or the concubines to be pregnant. But all of a sudden, the child isn't even the emperor's child. It's because some of these eunuchs were working there, and they were clapping cheeks as well. So to minimize that, if you want to work there, you gotta lose your manhood. And it's not sometimes not even a want to type thing. Like if you live in the palace, in the palace as an entirety, like in that area that they built, if you live there, if you're not good enough to do certain jobs as a man, you will get demoted. But even if you're good enough, so basically, because this is ancient China, only men were allowed to be doctors. So if you were the unfortunate doctor who was assigned to the rear palace, then you'd have to chop off your balls. Yeah, that's But it's a nice anime. I promise you. It's a nice anime. It's nice and mellow. It's nice and mellow, and you see like how the antagonist loves poisons and how she uses that to protect the concubine that she's assigned to later on in the. It's nice and it's strategic. It gets you thinking, so it's not completely like switch off your brain, but it's nice. It's you can get invested in it. So recommendation, I highly recommend you watch the Apothecary Diaries.
Okay. So the MC is just feminist.
Not even.
She's
Not even. She's like you. She doesn't get that. she like she just that like if it has nothing to do with her, she's like I'd rather not get involved. She's like she's not going around fishing for drama now.
Just because she's attached to the person she was assigned to.
Like if there's drama between two people and she'll deep or like okay, here's the situation that's going on. She'll deep it before anybody else. Okay, somebody tried to kill her, but it wasn't her. It was him. It was connect that, and she'll connect all that, and be like, don't say conjecture out. Conjecture, my guy. Big words. I'm leveling up my English, bro. Conjecture. I think that's like an assumption or something. I don't know. Concubine, which is a wife who is not your wife. If you're emperor, that's your wife, but it's not your wife. Like you still they perform wifely duties, but you're not actually married. Then courtesan, which is a fancy way of saying how. And then conjecture. They all start with a C. You see alliteration in that. Alliteration in that. I learned that in English. Yeah, I remember high school. Alliteration in that. Yeah. Peter Piper picked up some. Yeah. Peter, what? How did it go? Peter, what?
Peter.
Nah. That's my recommendation for you, though.
Okay. What's the name of the show?
The Apothecary Diaries.
Oh, here. Or you pull it up here? Since, you know.
Anyway.
Okay, there it is. First suggestion even.
Yeah.
So you know what's going up.
Yeah, search it up. There it is. Oh, this dude, handsome as hell, but has no dende. Yeah, he's because he's the head of the eunuchs. You're gonna show the picture. Show the picture.
Yeah.
He's the head of the eunuchs. Handsome as hell, most beautiful man there, but he has no dende. No dende at all. Yeah.
Same. And this got 2 seasons.
Yeah, 2 seasons. I'm like halfway through the second season. And mind you, I discovered it last week. So I'm locked in.
How did you even get into it? Where did you find it?
Can we discuss? Yeah, I found it somewhere. I can't talk about my sources. Yeah, I can't talk about my sources. Oh man. Yeah, but yeah, I highly recommend check it out.
Definitely watch. Is it bingeable?
Oh, for sure.
Shut up. Okay.
What do you think about hot chocolate last time?
Then cozy up and then. Crazy.
Anyway. I think we should get into the opinion. Unemployed opinion of the week.
Do I even have one this week?
Oh, you what do you mean preparation, man? Preparation.
I have one this week. Something on the spot.
Okay. Are you asking me?
No.
Okay.
Saying just thought of something on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think. Remember the last time when we had the conversation about hand-eye and foot-eye coordination?
Oh yeah.
Or not? I think what we need to discuss now is what is actually the most difficult sport.
Basketball or football? Is it between those two or like in general? Because me, I don't watch golf though.
Nah. Yeah, let's go between basketball, football.
These
Share
keep going far.
experiences. How?
These keep going far. Okay, not by far. These- Yeah, it's not
Can't
by
go that
far.
far.
No,
You
because
know.
the thing that for me that makes football more difficult
Mhm.
is there's more running involved, less stoppages compared to basketball, and also the type of training needed to master hand-eye coordination, as you said, which is necessary in basketball, which is basically your eyes and your hands. Even if you're dribbling or shooting, your your hands and your target will always be in the same field of view. So in ski, when you're dribbling, you always gotta look down, look up, look down, look up to make sure like the ball is where you want it to be, and the person in front of you isn't that close. Also, when you take a shot like when you strike a ball, you have to look at your target, look back at the ball, kick the ball where it's meant to be kicked at, and then look back up to make sure that you know it's lining up. I feel like that lining up process between the hands and the eyes is easier to not to say that it's not difficult. I think it's easier than with like when you have to kick. And plus, again, there's more running involved
Ah.
and the skill set as well.
So we're just gonna bail out the fact that the net is just that big and the goalkeeper is just that small.
Yeah, but then
Within it,
how many
we're just
people
going to- we're just going to-
how many people do you have to get through before you can even score the goal? Like, let's be honest, not everybody is prime CR7 where they can shoot from like 45 yards out and it goes in.
Okay.
And it's I would argue it's harder to get direction with your foot than it is with your hand. It's harder to get direction with your foot than with your hand.
Nice.
When shooting a
You
basketball,
just suck.
what?
If you can't score a goal, you just suck. You just suck.
My good
I wouldn't
sir.
even trust people to throw a stone at a.
My good sir.
I wouldn't even trust people to throw a stone at a thief.
My good sir.
That you just suck.
Please stop your blasphemy.
Foot people just suck. Foot people. Foot people just suck.
Now it sounds like you're talking about people with foot fetishes now. You see now, like pause, like genuinely pause. You sound like you're talking about people with foot fetishes. Now I look like I got a foot fetish now because you just said foot.
You're the one that said teabag, bro.
Nah, man. Nah, that was conjecture. I'm not even using the word
I
right.
would say might be anecdotal evidence, but in my experience, I played both sports.
I also play both sports.
Basketball is more difficult.
I could see your argument for it.
Basketball is more difficult.
I could see your
Like
argument for it.
it's, I don't know. It's the movement for me in particular that I would say it makes it more difficult. Just having to control the ball. Okay, I can understand that in football again, there's sort of like same thing. You're not always looking down because obviously that's like a bad thing, obviously. But then I'm thinking with basketball, the ball can be anywhere in your cylinder. You know, you're not always aiming to keeping it like in front and then keeping in the same direction that you go.
It can be
The ball can
behind
be behind,
you,
can be side. Sometimes you move the ball in the opposite direction that you're actually trying to go to because you're trying to like move the defender.
Mm-hmm.
You know the move that I always do where I kind of like
Yeah, where you break our ankles. Yeah. Whatever.
I've never even broken either one of your ankles.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair. But you've sent us before. My God, those are crimes against humanity. Oh, bro, like filthy stuff you've done. But it's better than. Oh, I will always recall this day when you cooked that guy so viciously on the court 1v1. Oh my days! Just to start off 4 threes in a row. I'm like, what? No, 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 no.
The crazy part is, after reflecting on that game, I realized that the guy didn't even challenge me. You see what I mean? He didn't
See what
even
I
challenge
so
me.
it's like every time me and Ethan play against you, you just nerf yourself. You just nerf yourself because you never go in full power. And then when I say you were MVP in high school, you're like, oh wow, wow. Hey. I may not have been there, but I can tell you were cooking guys. You were cooking them, man.
MVP is crazy.
Yeah, but nah, I still say football. Football is
Plus,
is more
plus
different.
with basketball, if you look at the size of the ball, the object itself, and the goal,
Yeah, but then that same goal is still 3 times the size of the ball.
those are the numbers that you're gonna pull up. Are those the numbers that you're gonna pull up
But
three times bigger?
but
Three times bigger?
my
Are those the numbers that you're gonna pull up?
guys,
You're gonna say
My guy.
3 times
my
bigger?
guy, my guy, focus.
That's the ball, that's the goalkeeper, that's the goal.
Yeah, we have somebody who's
And then you still missed the entire net. That's what I'm saying. Like if you missed the entire net, you just suck.
But you're not always gonna hit it on target because you shoot when you shoot off balance with a basketball, it's not the same as shooting off balance with a soccer ball.
You
'Cause
shoot
that's-
off balance with the basketball, air ball straight.
Yeah, it's an air ball, but like you're still closer to your target than it. If you shoot off, how about you can airball and it can still touch the net. You can airball and still touch the net. Hey, bro, shoot it off balance with
It'll be
it.
closer.
Yo,
But how much can you miss a whole net?
I'm saying in basketball, you can shoot off balance and still be closer than in disky. Because when you shoot off balance in disky, again, it's harder to generate direction with your foot than it is with your hands. That is my argument right now. Generating the direction. Not everybody can curl. Not,
I'm not.
not everybody's gonna
be
shoot.
closer.
Not everybody's gonna.
How you closer?
You
Closer to what? Closer to the rim or like
Yeah, closer to the rim. Yes, it's an air ball, but like closer to the rim. Like,
But
and most times,
who are you imagining that's missing the net by this much? By that much?
but that much. Bro, I've seen a lot of air balls like that. Who's your boy?
Dog, airballs be go.
Who's your boy?
Who's your people airball over the backboard?
Yes,
It's sort of like
yes, I've seen that actually.
you can see them and then miss. Whew.
What is your point exactly? Because like I'm saying, this is just more difficult. That it's harder to generate direction with your foot than with your hands. It just is. You kicked the ball yourself, wide open net, and you missed.
Not by as much as in basketball. Basketball, you
Hey, honosna keeper kapela, never shoot that for fun. We were literally just shooting for fun, and you skied it.
yeah, Mara can blame the ground.
Oh, you.
You saw the view. It wasn't. It wasn't. Oh,
No, man.
you know what I'm saying.
Nah,
Nah.
I disagree. You know what? You know what? Actually, my people back home, comment down in the comment section below which one is more difficult, football or basketball. Clearly,
You must have played both at this point in your life.
yeah,
You only
yeah,
played
yeah.
one.
Yeah, fair. If you only
Back up
played
a
one and not the other, then
Back up a bit.
it's
Back
chill.
up a bit.
Comment
Back
on
up.
something else. Do
Do
not mention the teabag moment.
get what I'm saying. Plus, in basketball, you also have to factor in reach and height advantages and stuff. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay,
move on.
it's fine. It's fine.
Fine.
Fine. Let me get into my
Let's move
business.
on.
Let me get into my business. Get it?
Because I'm sure the players in football still have the advantage on the ground. In basketball, at some point, you're gonna have to go. Mara, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Semantics.
You know.
Semantics.
Mhm.
Anyway, I want to do something different
Mhm.
this week. I'm not going to bring you an unemployed opinion.
Okay.
Instead, I'm gonna share a South African experience.
Only in SA.
Only in SA, but this isn't, just in SA, but it happens all around the world. But the way it happened, It happened in SA, so that's why it's unique to me. So I'm thinking of making this like a new segment type beat,
Okay.
and I share the good, the bad, and the ugly. Mostly the ugly. I want to start us off with, you know this. In my life, no, let me speak, okay? Let me speak. Let me speak.
Land.
Let me land. Yeah, let me land. Let me land. I'm gonna land. In my life, I've been robbed 3 times. I've been robbed 3 times, and all those 3 times, the main thing that has been took from me is my phone. So I'm gonna share.
And this can be all three like separate stories on three different days.
Yeah. So I'm just share the first one.
Yeah.
Low key, that one I deserved it. Low key, I deserved it. Like that was just karma for real. That was just karma for real. I deserve that. Yeah. I deserve that. So it was a nice, beautiful day. A bit windy, bit rainy. Sad day actually. Sad day. It was back in 2020, pre-lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back in the year that doesn't exist. But I'm gonna tell you a story from that year that doesn't exist. Day before lockdown. Oh, I hope my mother doesn't see this video. I hope my mother doesn't see this video. Um, the day before lockdown, I'm at a funeral. I'm at a funeral. Great aunt just passed. Buried her. I went to the grave. Saw the casket being put in. It works. Went to the funeral. But that's not all I had planned for the day. Since lockdown was coming up, I was like, I gotta go see my girl one more time before yeah. So I wanted to go see my girlfriend before lockdown because I didn't want to like go too long without seeing her. And then, so I made it whole. I organized events and I was like, okay, after the funeral, after the whole ceremony and everything, the singing and the you know how usually funerals usually go. When you come back from the graveside, you have to eat with the family. I skipped that part and went straight to meet up with my girlfriend. But obviously, when you think about it, my parents wouldn't just let me go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where you going on such an occasion? Like, where the hell are you going? So because it was on a Friday, I was like, since we're going to this place, and that place is close to my uncle on my father's side, my father's uncle, on so and my aunt is there. I'm like, Mom, how about I go visit my aunt for the weekend, right after the funeral? I'm like, she's like, yeah, that's cool, you can go. But I did not tell her when I wanted to leave. I left as soon as we got back from the graveside. I dipped. I was like, "Oh, mom, see ya. I'm gonna go to auntie's." She's like, "Aren't you gonna eat something first?" I'm like, "No, I ate." When? Like, I ate. Give some bullshit excuse. I don't remember what I said. But I was able to ditch the funeral, get to my aunt's place. While I was walking there, I was texting with my girl. Uh, get there, get to my aunt's place, tell her, yo, I'm here, I'm around. Tell my aunt that I'm here, I'm around. I'm gonna stay for a few nights, and then I might head back home. Cool. While all this is happening, my girlfriend's making her way over to Shabas because that's where we were in Shabville. So we're there, and I guess I guess we do boyfriend and girlfriend things. You know,
Expose yourself.
no. Like we weren't in private doing anything
Mm.
like that. No, boyfriend, we hang out, having good
Okay,
times,
okay.
his vibes, kissing in public. You know the works.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're doing boyfriend and girlfriend things, hanging out. Yeah, the works. We go to a spa. I buy her some sweets.
Mhm.
Like these weird ones. I forgot what they're called. Like if I see the packaging, I could
Yeah.
show like, yeah, these are our favorite sweets. Still remember, 'cause, Day one. She was my first girl. Well, not. I'm lying. Yeah, I'm gonna just stop that one right there. So now we hanging out, we going for a walk, just there talking, survive, having combos. And then we get to a time where she's gotta go home. Right. But after we got to that spa, hey, me and spa, eh? After that after we went to another area so she could get a taxi to go home. Uh People who live in Shabelle will know there's a place called George Tabe Stadium. And by George Tabe Stadium, there's a roundabout there, and we were there next to that roundabout, just waiting for a taxi cab. Right, these two guys come up to us, and she knows them. She goes to school with them, and they're like, "I, well, yeah, what's a conversation?" And then they head their way, and they sit on some, those concrete benches. Is it benches? They have those concrete stools that are circular, and then the desk is like circular as well. Yeah, they're sitting there just a bit behind us. And as we're waiting for a taxi there, two other gents show up. Two other gents show up. And they start talking to us, and as soon as they started talking to us, these are older guys, by the way. They asked me a question. Hey, Majoli, we're not talk guy. Now, at this point, I don't live in Shavas anymore. What I should have done, though, was tell them that I stay here in Shavas. I did not tell them that. I was like, yeah, first mistake for real. I was like, nah. Now it was Buke. I'm from Buke, Kichila's Buke. My girlfriend told me. I don't know why I thought honesty would get me out of that. I blamed Dora the Explorer. I got beef with that girl. A swipe or no swipey did not work. Not one time. Anyway, I digress. So, and then they see me having that plastic, like, you ain't got plastic in you. What's in the plastic bag? And I'm like, nah, just got some. I got a chocolate for my aunt, and everything. Because I think I bought my aunt a Kit Kat. Kit Kat. I bought her that. And after the plan was, after my girlfriend gets on the taxi, I go back to the house, give my aunt a Kit Kat, and be like, yo, thanks, and that. Cool. They take the Kit Kat and nothing else. Cool. They head over to the guys who were behind us, sitting on those benches, and I'm like, something in me tells me we should leave. And then we leave. I tell them, like, let's leave, let's go somewhere else. You think I'd save the day? I still have my phone with me and everything. Fine. But here's my mistake. My stupid ass mistake. We were walking at a casual pace. Right? Instead of walking fast, we were walking at a very casual pace. As we're walking, those guys double back. They're like, nah, we can have more. We can take more food. They call us out. They call us out. I'm trying to ignore because I know in the back of my mind, I know if I turn around, it's over for us. And at this point, because now we weren't working at a quick pace, if we try to run away, we might end up creating more problems for ourselves. And I don't know how fast she can run, but I know myself. I'm slow as shit. So in my mind, I'm like, as soon as they started calling out, you know that meme, meme with that dog just staring in the sunset, and then the music played.
And you straight.
I knew it was like, okay, that's over for us now. It's over for us now. So they stop us and they get to talking, and this is why I would forever hate jeans. They look at my pockets like, you got a phone in that pocket. Give me your phone. Obviously, I try to negotiate with them. I'm like, all right, hold on, let's talk this out. Because I don't know, for some reason, because it was in Val, I felt like I couldn't negotiate. I was like, Ah, my hot man. Can you feel the chocolate there? Can you feel the chocolate there? And do I got that drink it? Ah, my hot man go Valentine. Sras. And then they're like, what did they say? I forgot what they said next. But they were not interested
Yeah.
at all in hearing what I had to say. And I'm there like, bro. I'm like, one of them tries to take it from my pocket, and I hold I clench my pocket, I'm like, hey yo,
Mm.
let's talk, guys. Come on. I'm trying to hit them with that Naruto talk no jutsu, you know? I'm trying to be there. They're not having it. Whip out a knife. It's like, give me your phone before I stab your ass. Give him the phone, innit?
Mm.
And try to ask him, can I at least take out my SIM card and my. They were kind enough to let me take out my SIM card. They were kind enough to let that happen. Take it out, give him the phone. They dip. And I'm like, yeah, karma, because I ditched the funeral and look what look what happened to me. Essentially, I ditched the funeral and now my phone got took. For me, that was a sign from the guy upstairs, like, what was you doing? What was you doing? You know, what was you doing?
Such a robbed in front of you go.
I got robbed in front of my girl.
Tough.
Yeah,
Tough.
and they didn't take nothing from her though.
Yeah.
And they say men are misogynistic.
Alright.
They didn't take nothing from her, not a single dime, nothing. I'd like to take credit for that. I protected her. That's the narrative I am going with. I protected her. That's why they did not take anything from her. By allowing them to take something from me, I shifted their focus away from her. Because I am chivalrous like that. Chivalry is not dead. Oh, later on though, this is why I never go to the cops when these things happen, because useless. I told my uncle about it, and he had a friend who was a cop. Called him up and was like, "Yo, they just took my nephew's phone. Help me out." And we go. This was my first time in a police car. Even though they were helping me, I felt like, the crime. You just can't escape it as a black person. It's imprinted in your soul. I don't know what it is, but we drive around the area asking people, and we spin around a separate area of Shabelle, right? And um it's called Voka. We're in Voka now, and we see those kids who were there when I got robbed. We see those kids, and the cop asks them questions like, "Do you know those guys?" And also, caveat: after we got robbed, those same dudes came to me and were like, "Oh, we know those guys. They live around our hood." So when we saw them again with the popo, they saw the police and immediately they were shitting bricks. They told us, we were like, "Okay, we know where these guys." Well, essentially, that they told us they know where these guys live. But they were pointing it out as like, we know where they hang out. So when the cop was asking them questions and they were there standing there, just like absolutely pooping themselves, essentially. Oh, another caveat: I had gone searching with my uncle before we hit up the cop. Yeah, I forgot about that detail. Before we went searching around asking questions, and they were giving us information before. They told us, okay, they like to hang out around this store, such and such and such. And then later on, when we got the cop involved, then they were scared and didn't want to say nothing. They felt like they were about to snitch on something, which to me, snitching and telling are not the same thing. But that's an opinion for another week. Snitching and telling are not the same thing. But they were scared. I think they were considering, okay, if we tell on these guys, they might come after us because they know where we live, or we might get, I don't know, associated with that or something. But they were scared to talk. So that's when I was like, okay, next time something like this kind of happens, then I'm not really gonna get the police involved. Especially after again earlier this year when Asanda's phone got stolen. Asanda is our friend, by the way. His phone got stolen, and it had the tracker on.
Yeah.
It had the tracker literally on, and he went to the police station while it was on. And it's like, here's the location of the phone. This person is here, and they still didn't do anything. So that kind of stuff just makes me lose faith in our police system. So, because frankly, I feel like they are in on it. They are in on it. No matter how low level the crime is, they are in on it. They are in on it.
They benefit somehow.
They are. Yeah. Genuinely. Genuinely.
And then
But yeah, I don't get. I got robbed 2 more times, then go to the cops. Second time was a freaking. Oh, wait for that one. Oh, my guy.
yeah, that's 30.
Yeah. Oh my days. Anyway, that's the end of my new mini series, my South African experience, where I share the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, guys, that's been us, Unemployed Opinions podcast. It's me, Akeem, Remy. See you on the next one. And again, stay legendary. See ya.